Before we get into today's video, can I just ask everyone to please do their own due diligence and take this video as entertainment only.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.
What's the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy Wholesale. I hope, of course, you are all well. This video is coming actually on Sunday, but I'll be out to you tomorrow, Monday. It's a lovely day today, so it is. Hope you are all enjoying your weekend. Today's video is actually going to be an update on a video that we've covered many times on this channel, Argo blockchain. But before we get into today's video, can you please help me grow this channel and please like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Spread the word, guys, that I'm here talking about all these good stocks. Today's video, then, without further ado, let's go. Okay guys, so we're talking about Argo blockchain. It's a stock that we've covered previously many times. The last sort of proper video that I did was about 3 weeks ago. It was on the back of the earnings. We talked about maybe the earnings weren't as good. We talked about kind of the crypto scene that has been for the last 5-6 weeks, kind of been on a bit of a downer, and you know, the energy concerns that are coming out. But then the optimism I had, okay, the financials didn't look too hot, and maybe, yeah, something that we know about already, but the PE ratio was maybe a bit too high for this, but it is a growth stock and all that. And you know, how do you price a growth stock, and you're pricing in the future? And you know, I do like within Argo blockchain the sustainable ways that they're trying to mine crypto and stuff like that. So that's a bit of an overview of where it's been. Go into the archives, I'll share the links here and you can check all out about Argo blockchain. But I thought I'd do this video today because we've got a wee bit of negative news out there, giving my thoughts on it and what I'm going to do with my position. So let's have a look. Okay, so if we just type in Argo blockchain into Google, we can see all these different types of articles here. 3 days ago, analyst slashes Argo blockchain's growth estimates. So we'll have a look at this here, guys. You see here, Bitcoin's plunging price during May saw analyst slash Argo blockchain's ticker symbol ARB revenue forecast for this year and next. Number crunchers at FinCap chopped 13% of their 2021 estimate, and even deeper 17% cut applied to 2022. Production delays, which we talked about in the other videos, guys, you know, that is obviously a fundamental change. You know, stock you invest in is just going to have a smooth road. You've got to understand what the delay is, and I'm okay with the delay. Not great, but I'm okay with it. Production delays, renewable power secured for its Texas facility, Argo's acquisition of its Canadian data centers, decline in Bitcoin's price, and the subdued mining due to part of uncertainty around Bitcoin mining in China forced FinCap to rethink their near-term revenue expectations. Bitcoin's price plunged in May, largely part because of the threat of a tightening regulation in China and elsewhere, but also because of the pushback from the climate activists because of huge power consumption of the mining cryptocurrencies. It has been estimated that over 50% of Bitcoin is mined in China, and we will carefully watch the evolution of the Chinese government's May announcement that will crack down on Bitcoin mining, said FinCap. The analyst believes that this could materialize, reducing mining difficulty and benefit Argo's forecast. So if we just jump on to the Wall Street Journal, we can have a look into what China and what else all going on here. This is the most recent article I could find, just came out yesterday. China reconsiders its central role in Bitcoin mining. Crackdown warning highlights the cryptocurrency's reliance on a hostile host. Miners head west. Bitcoin enthusiasts price the cryptocurrency as beyond the reach of any government, yet up to 3/4 of the world's supply is being produced in just one country, China. While the government push to curtail output is now causing global Bitcoin turbulence. The amount of electricity needed to power vast numbers of computers used to create new Bitcoin are at odds with China's recent climate goals. The government, which manages its national currency with a tight fist, also frowns on cryptocurrency generally. No legal exchange of Bitcoin has been permitted for years in China, even as the nation's entrepreneurs emerged as the dominant source of its output. Few governments have embraced Bitcoin, but fallout from Beijing's threats demonstrated how its grip on production left the cryptocurrency vulnerable. The 24/7 number crunching requires to create or mine Bitcoin relies on ample supplies of cheap electricity and equipment, some of the same elements China harnessed to become the world's manufacturing hub. And it just goes in to talk about that there. Cheap electricity, production's always been cheap in China, to be fair. That's why a lot of your products are made from China, so that's, you know, no great surprise there. This is interesting. The Bitcoin industry alone is on track to rank among China's 10 biggest power users, alongside sectors like steel mining and cement production. According to peer-reviewed paper established by April by Britain's Nature Communities, that would make China's Bitcoin producers bigger consumers of energy than the entire nation of Italy. When you read it like that there, it's scary. But guys, we talked about it in other videos, that this isn't new. You know, even Elon Musk, one of the smartest men alive, you know, he bought Bitcoin and then he tweets, oh, it's bad for, and that's really what spurred this on. A lot of people are saying, oh, Elon's bringing down the price of Bitcoin and stuff, and it's two things. He's put it on mainstream and he has taken it down, but I think there's a bigger bigger play here. I've talked about my own thoughts on it. I think the bigger play is he's got the solutions to all this, the battery storage, the solar panels, the renewable energy consumption that he has. He has all the solutions. He's bought something that is highly energy intensifying, kind of, which Tesla's massive in at the moment. They're trying to really expand out there, even with recent news of not being able to meet their deliveries. That aside, I think this is all just a huge play by Tesla and Elon. I think that what they're trying to do is they're trying to make it scaremonger, make people realize how bad it is, and they need solutions to the problem. Bitcoin's not going to go away, guys. That's the short and tail of it. Not going to go away. It's going to be, I still think it's the best in class. I still think it's got a big future. All you need to do is make it renewable. And that's easier said than done, of course it is. But why couldn't someone like Tesla, or why couldn't somebody come in and go, here guys, we can make renewable energy, store your computers here? To me, the solution's easy. If Bitcoin's that desirable and there's so much money to be made in Bitcoin, renewable energy, and that's where Argo comes in. They're trying to go renewable. They're trying to do the best to make it energy efficient. And again, that comes back to the reason why I bought into Argo in the first place many months ago, before all of this was flagged, even though everybody knew it was high energy. That's the reason why I invested in Argo blockchain as a side to cryptocurrency, because I thought to myself, this is high in energy. That's a problem. What's the solution? And Argo to me looks to be a solution. So I don't get, well, I do and I don't. I do get why the analysts are bringing the price down. Bitcoin has taken a step back. People have sort of went, right, there's issues here. Even though to me, these guys should be much smarter than me and they should all know these problems. If I knew it was there, why hasn't anybody else caught on? But general retail investors maybe don't know this, didn't know that, maybe we're ignorant to it, but they know now high energy, and this is going through like a settlement stage, a consolidation stage, if you want to say it, and it should get good support, and then it should take off again. I have no problem with it, guys. On May 21st, China's government vowed to crack down on Bitcoin mining and trading behaviour. A statement widely interpreted as a warning that the cryptocurrency multi-billion-dollar supply chain days are numbered. In response, electricity producers are injecting miners from grids. Chinese dealers are unloading computer designed to create Bitcoin onto the second-hand market at huge discounts. This even goes on to say, it doesn't mean that's the end of Bitcoin, it just means that they'll go somewhere else. Like, it's not like China is the only place this can be done. It's purely because of cheap energy. There's other places that you can get cheap energy, but again, just get the friggin' solution, guys. If you can be sustainable and people want Bitcoin, to me, they're just going to load up in the company that is, like, plus, you think about it, I talked about in the other video, if you're renewable energy, you don't have the electricity cost, guys. So if you don't have the electricity cost, it means more revenue, more profit, and you're standing out from the herd. You can see here the USA share has been growing and was accounted for around 7% last year, even amid some industry expectations that the USA share could expand to perhaps 40% in the next few years. The Bitcoin community had believed China would retain nearly half of the mining. In China, it has always been the thinking that the government will crack down. So we'll just go back to the article then, and it finishes up. The analyst believes this could materially reduce mining difficulty and benefit Argo's forecast. At the same time, Argo's announcement that it signed the Crypto Climate Accord, joined the Bitcoin Mining Council, and sourced renewable power for its transformational new facility in Texas highlight that it is making strong progress towards differentiating the mining with very low cost and renewable power. The broker is now estimated 60 million and 77.1 million revenues for 2021 and 2022 respectively. High forecast margins implying operational profit of 33.3 million and 38.3 million pounds this year and next. In 2020, Argo recorded a 300,000 loss on 19 million revenues. We talked about the revenue stuff going in the previous video. We talked about the earnings. FinCap has a target of £2.20 on the stock. Argo share price inches 2.5 at a close at £1.67 nearly, but this remains as far below the 284 peak. So this article came out, guys, just on the 3rd of June, like, so again 3 days ago. London listed Bitcoin mining business Argo Blockchain said production delays have impacted its purchase of mining machines, dealing a blow to expansion plans. I've just read in an article, get on to China, guys, they're knocking them out for free. Pretty much they're giving them away. Just get on, get them exported across, problem solved. But the order was cancelled due to the equipment not being ready in time and has placed a new order with another company. These mining rigs are expected to be delivered and installed in stages later than the original order in September and October 2021. As part of the mining expansions plans, Argo is working with Napier, a specialist in the design and construction of cryptocurrency mining facilities. Talked about all that in the video, I'm not going to go over it. I just want to read out the CEO, Peter Wall, what he quoted here, saying initiatives have the potential to enact systematic change within our sector and speed up the rate of which miners switch to renewable energy to power their operations. Here you go. Again, just for a reminder, anybody who hasn't seen the other videos, Argo has also bought the data centers in Quebec, Canada, that are powered almost entirely by electrically generated from hydropower, a key part of the firm's green mining vision. Guys, just going to pull up the charts here. So when we last covered this stock, we put these channels in. We could kind of see that it's fallen down. This is the day chart, by the way, and this is the pound one. We'll have a quick look at the American one in a moment here. Channel there broke down, went into this channel, and we had this candle start hammered down, but we're still tittering along this here, kind of bounced off that, but look, we've got a big, it wasn't a full candlestick, thank Christ. But it's very interesting to see where this goes, guys. The whole cryptocurrency scene is a bit crazy at the moment. I'm waiting to see what way this develops. I don't see any real catalysts there. We've just had our earnings, we've got all these negative reports out. You know, the green energy is all good, but we'll have the delay. Unless there's something that we can't foresee come out, I think we could probably be in this channel. So I'm willing to wait out and see where it goes. But if it does fall below, say, 120, 110, I'm going to double down on my investment on Argo just to show confidence in it, because I do believe, plus you look at even the price targets, so they even have reduced them. It's £2.35 is the price target. So if you're getting them at 110, you know, you've even got a potential there of over double your money just to even get to those price targets. Now, not that those price targets mean anything necessarily, but for the long term, which is exactly what this is, guys, 10-year hold, you know, long hold. It could be a year from now, it could be 6 months, it could be 2 weeks. You just don't know when the next big catalyst is going to be. If anyone's thinking about opening a position, I'd wait and see if you get to 110, or at least start averaging in and be prepared for it to fall a bit. But if I'm saying that, it could easily go up, guys. If Bitcoin turns around and goes throbbing, that will obviously increase Argo. They are kind of like, we know they're on the American format as well, guys. And if we just pull out the chart here, we'll go back to 16th of February, virtually identical, as you would expect, guys. They're pretty much mirror each other. So that's it. No reason to say. You can see it closed up in the American one. It closed up in around just $2 a share. So that's the video, guys. I'm in. Buying opportunity potentially coming up here in the next fortnight or so. Maybe not, might miss out, but I want to stick to the guns. I ain't buying any more unless it's in and around that 110, 120 minimum. Ideally, you know, if it falls down below a pound, happy days, guys. It's a long hold. There's nothing here that scares me in the long term. Short term, not ideal, but it doesn't change the game, guys. I wasn't taking my money out. It's not a stock like these other ones that I cover on the channel that you're sort of taking profits out here and there. This is one long term. I have no issues with it. If you've enjoyed this video, guys, though, and if you found it informative, please hit like, please subscribe. Really helps me out, guys. Also, in the description below, you'll find links. Get yourself 10% off crypto by joining Binance. You'll get free shares for joining free trade. I'm using a new day trading software called Colmex. Check that out. There's a demo account down there, discounts on that. I have to say, it's very good for executing very quickly. Like, so it's all there, guys. Have a wee look. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.